Are we ready to go? Good evening, everybody. Again, this is the One-Eyed Chef, sponsored by the Fallon Clinic, and tonight I'm going to cook for you something that you'll never forget: mussels marinara. And for those of you who have never tasted it, if you like shellfish, it's one of the most non-filling, it's low cholesterol, low calorie, but delicious meal. What I'm going to do is show you how you make it. First of all, I'm going to go over the ingredients in the recipe. I put into the pan just a little bit of olive oil, as you can see. And the first thing we're going to do is I've got one Italian hot pepper. Those are the oblong peppers, which I've cut up, which we're going to saute. Now, the reason we want to do that is to get the mixture soft. Once I get this mixture put together, I'm going to add in 1 cup of the Italian style tomatoes. These are the ones we always use, the Progresso peeled tomatoes. They come, we got the film on it? They come with the tomatoes whole, so what I do is I put them into the mixer and grind them up, and I put them back in the can just to show you tonight the type that we use. Alright, now we're going to also have a little bit of wine with it. We're back again after a couple of phone call interruptions. These peppers, as you can see, are now getting to be nice and soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the garlic. And we're going to put that in there for just a few minutes. We don't want the garlic to get burnt. We want it to get just a little bit tanned and get the flavor into the sauce. It's always good to put your ingredients in separate containers. Excuse me. That's the scallions that I put in. And we're going to just mix that a little bit. I'm going to put 2 inches of parsley in there. This is the basic ingredient into which we're going to put the tomato sauce and then saute that for about 5 minutes. And then finally into which we're going to put the mussels and we'll steam them. Okay, now in go the tomatoes. While that's cooking, I'm going to show you the mussels. These are bought at the market. What we do is we scrub them down with a brush and some cold water. Any mussel that is opened or that has any growth on the outside, we throw away. It's not worth getting an infection or getting cramps. These are perfectly good mussels, and when you see them, they taste sweet. And with the sauce, the idea with the sauce and with the bread is you can dip the bread in the sauce and the mussel with it. You can see the sauce is now coming to a slow boil. You don't want to rush that too much because otherwise you won't get the flavor of the peppers and the parsley and the garlic and the scallions into the tomato sauce. So what we're going to do is we're going to just put a couple little dashes of wine in. Now you can see that sauce is starting to bubble. I'm just going to stick a little bread in here. You see what that looks like? It's different vegetables. Can you get the microphone up here, Tim? Actually, you can hear those little mussels. Here. stock. Try it out. Now we're going to cover them up, and we're just going to simmer them for about 35 minutes or 40 minutes or so. I'm just kidding, probably for about 5 minutes. Okay, we've now been cooking the mussels for about 2 minutes, and as you can see, I'll try to get this over to the camera. The mussels themselves have started to open up. So what we want to do now is just turn the heat up a little higher, and we want to just flip the mussels around a little bit so that the tomato sauce again can get inside those shells and just permeate the mussel itself. So put the cover on, cook them just for about another minute, and then what we're going to do, this is the way we cut up the bread so you can just break off a piece. Take the rest of that parsley, you're going to save a little bit for a garnish, but put the rest of that right in there now. Okay. Finish simmering the mussels. The whole process takes probably 4 or 5 minutes. Now as you can see, they're all open and they're all cooked in that sauce. I'm going to try to do it without making a real slob of myself. Just to evenly divide these into pans. If your wife likes these as much as my wife likes them, you can always put a few extras into her plate. And then she'll do the dishes.
Holding all year round reception for love with no connection. Knowing you, knowing my ignorance to modern